Hello, my name is Jake Anderson, and today we'll be doing a presentation on personal protective equipment and things you will need in the forestry industry. So to begin with is a warning sign or notice boards. That's our picture for the personal protective to begin with. And then on slide 2, here we have approved code of practice, which is the ACOP, the right gears for the job. And that's pretty much the Bush Bible. So whenever you're in doubt or anything like that, just refer to the ACOP. So some of the gear you will need is goggles, safety goggles. Spraying toxic chemicals is one use you'd need them for when using the chainsaw or under harsh weather conditions. Next is safety helmet. That's usually used for felling trees, arborist tasks, when working around heavy machinery. Then next is mesh visor, which is sort of like the safety helmet, but it's more to do with chainsaw felling and things like that, operation. So mech visor, felling trees, operating chainsaws, and also around heavy machinery. So it's pretty much the same as the safety helmet. Next is earmuffs, which you probably need something that's at least grade 5, which is the highest level of hearing protection, so grade 5. You use them when you're using chainsaws or around heavy machinery or when felling trees or doing the lawns, which I use them for. Okay, and then we have high visor clothing. When entering work sites, visible to all workmates, or worn 24/7, 7/24. Up to you, you can live in it if you like. Then we have chaps, which is also a very handy piece of equipment that you'll need when you're doing this kind of work. Stop yourself from getting your legs cut off and what have you. I know this by experience. So when operating a chainsaw is an example of when you might need chaps, or when you want to be a cowboy, which is what I like to do sometimes, pretend to be a cowboy. Anyway, then you've got gloves, okay? Now you can't have gloves without the love, alright? When using chainsaws, when you're sharpening your chain, or just to protect your hands in general, or if you're scared of the dirt, you wear gloves. Next is breathing gear, or apparatus. You'd usually use this when spraying in chemicals in the bush, or when you're mixing chemicals, or in any area where you prefer not to just filter it with your lungs. You need another device to do so for you, which is quite handy. Anyway, next is boots. Boots, you got to have boots, safety boots, you know, it's a bloody good thing to have. When working in the bush, you'd use your boots. When using chainsaws, definitely use your boots. And when you're planting, using a spade, in case you chop the old toe off, you know, you got to have a boots. I think last but not the least is fall restraints, which is a very necessary device that you need when working at heights, which is quite common in the chainsaw forestry industry, working at heights, climbing trees and whatnot. So you need a fall restraint. So the only example we've got for that is when working at heights, which is pretty much straightforward, says it all, which is quite obvious as well. So, but you know, any situation where falling is a hazard, or working at heights, which is definitely a hazard because, you know, at heights you can fall. So yeah, that's pretty self-explanatory. But that today is pretty much the full example and presentation of what we're trying to achieve here today. So yeah, my name is Jake Anderson. This is Feats Tree Machine Stratford, and that's pretty much wraps it up. Thank you very much.